throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
First carry for James Conner.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A.J. Green, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Returning it is Moore. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And look at this, for the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Murray now to throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a play fake. Lance. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down, Mostert. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Throwing his Lance on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. This from 42 yards out. The kick by Gold is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay.
It got his man complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A huge play there for Arizona. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. That's Isabella open on the right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. On play action, it's Murray. He'll buy some time right. And his throw here is incomplete. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack.
Touchdown! A.J. Green with 2 touchdowns. Season both in this game, and the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fields this way up at the 17. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this offense as we play here in Week 9 of the 2021 season. Normally, you're slipping kind of past the halfway point, but now with the season expanding to 17 games. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Murray going deep for Hopkins. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Cards are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Prater for the extra point. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
49ers 10.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now on 2nd and 13, Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The Lance going to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half, and you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you, you got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. Play fake. Murray. Flush to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. 2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
The Niners on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile. Here's Lance to throw it. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Lance and company going on 4th down. First down and a little extra for Mostert. And down to the 16-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers are back within a score. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
1st down, Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after.
Touchdown, Cardinals! DeAndre Hopkins as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals will extend their lead here just before halftime. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop on...
And that's caught inside the 35. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And Gold is able to put it through. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I just...
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, for Trey Lance, not only was he the youngest quarterback in the 2021 draft class, but many say he had the strongest arm, too, and he showed it off here.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game.
Murray fighting, lost the football. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball. Second and short now following the fumble. Play action. Now it's Murray. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
This is caught. It's Kirk. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. 2nd and 5 now. Lance taking a shot for Samuel. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Check three. Hey, switch gears.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Chandler Jones, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Lance. And this one's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
On 2nd and 10, Lance. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
From the 30 on second down, Murray flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Powers through him, and past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Lance now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Sliding out of the pocket, and his throw is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Murray now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 47.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Going deep for Hopkins. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And they will take a 7-point lead.
36.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Lance now on first down.
Good work, boy. Let's go. He was taken down by Chandler Jones.
Now Murray off play action. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Zach Ertz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Prater for the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. On first down, Lance completes it to the tight end Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
On first and 10, here's Lance. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Niners have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Gold with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Taken at about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen. Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense. Throwing again on second down. Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there. Murray's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a first and 10 at the 11. To throw, it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Cardinals are looking as if they'll move it to 7-2 as they add on to this lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now up to 14. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And they'll go for it. Lance. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Flushed out right. He's got the first down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
I know many talk about the kick return as maybe the most exciting play in football. But any type of a return where it's a change of possession, where the defense gets the ball, that's exciting too. But it's not just an accident. Once they get the football, they've worked on finding people to block, creating running lanes for the guy with the ball, and protecting him. And this one was a long run.
Absolutely. They did all of that and more. On 2nd and goal, Murray. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 10. And the 49ers are right back in this football game. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Lance to throw it. Dancing to his left. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Gold to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score 57.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Murray now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And this one is incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Now, all through this one, they've had nothing but success throwing the football and in the passing game. Here we are in the fourth quarter. A time you'd think they'd be running the football. They're still tossing it around and having great success. And it appears a whole lot of fun as well.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight another down, right?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Throwing left side, it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. To throw is Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now Murray. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray flush to his right. He's got it at the 2.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards come up with a late turn.